Just a minute. Just hang on while I just... Are we back on? Are we back on? Somebody answer me. Yes. That woman's talking next to me. Right, that's better. Right. Shall we try that again, people? Good afternoon. I'm dressed for the occasion. I've got the family.
Just a minute.
I've got the family with me.
Day
To Wills. Happy birthday, dear Bats.
Happy birthday to you.
I've just landed.
That's our street cred completely gone now.
I've left my boat on the beach.
If you would like us to cut a CD, just let us know. Message in the bottom.
I'm in trouble with that.
T-Boy's having trouble with the head height. He's having trouble with the head height. So as you can see, I've been to Poundland and I've been raiding the Halloween decoration shelf. So we're all ready to rock and roll. So we've got a packed show today. We've got a packed show of entertainment and general silliness all ready to share with you. So we've got lots of things to say. We've got some announcements. Yes, we've got some announcements. I've got the bag ready with all the stuff in it. We've got some drum roll and fanfare announcements today. I'm sure you'll like it. Not a lot, but you'll like it. So we're all ready to rock and roll. So I thought they were particularly attractive, my bat ears. I have a full collection of different headdresses. I have elves and antlers and all the rest of it. So welcome everybody. Yes, eventually we got here eventually. I don't know what happened then. I've managed to remember to put it on airplane mode. Didn't she do well? And put it on to start the show, bell in hand, headdress on, bats at the ready, and it went off. So tell me what all that was about. And I'm right next to the internet connection, so it should have worked. It's just been pants this week, the internet, because it's been raining. We've got water on the tracks. So if you're watching this on catch up and it's maybe the first time that you've actually watched it, you're probably thinking that you've just arrived in a parallel universe. Well, folks, you have. This is Brew at 2. This is the kind of chat show from Visit Fylde Coast. Now, under normal circumstances, I wear my walking boots and I go off tramping all the way around the Fylde Coast, looking for interesting things to share with you. But on a Tuesday afternoon, we all go slightly batty. Because obviously, Brew at 2 spells bat. And as you can see, you've been watching long enough now to know that we're all bats. So today marks a very auspicious occasion because it's a year tomorrow. It's a year tomorrow since we did our very first Brew at 2 show. Yes, it is. That's right, people. We are one. We are one. So what started out...
Can you ask for a shout out on your own show?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So what started out as something to pass an hour on in what was becoming increasingly rotten weather. There were COVID restrictions and lockdowns and things looming, and everything was very dismal and miserable and all the rest of it. So what started out as a way of just passing half an hour rapidly became a firm favourite, and by Christmas I think there would have been pandemonium if I'd said, right, that's it, we're doing no more Brew at 2. So it's ended up becoming a fixture of all your weekly viewing. Says a lot about us all, doesn't it? So we are one. I got quite a surprise when I looked it up in my diary and discovered that it was November when we started doing this, because I'd have said it's been a lot longer than that. So we've made some lovely friends. We've all got to know one another. We've all been bats together. And it's past some really dismal, dreary times. Yes. So well done everybody that's stuck with it and watched. Anybody that wants a Brew at 2 mug, you can get one of those by purchasing one from the description underneath this video when we've finished, not yet. I have to be careful with this. It is full of tea. It is full of tea. So we are but a tiny little business. And, Cliff's new to us. We are a tiny little business and we do our best to bring sunshine and cheerfulness and all things Fylde Coast to you at home. So by doing things like buying mugs and supporting us with donations, and you can do super chats and super stickers and things while we're live, and all your small contributions help us to continue providing this lovely platform. So without any more of ado, we shall move on to the first little bit of excitement, shall we? Regular viewers will have seen me swatting my fly swatter, and obviously T-Boy in training. Yes, I should have introduced you to the family, shouldn't I, while they were stood up. The one that came that way is T-Boy in training, and this is T-Boy. T-Boy in training. Oh, hold on, he's getting up. T-Boy in training.
Do you want to bring yourself, and then we can distinguish between the two, Derek?
I don't think there's much problem.
Eh? Distinguish between the two.
I look old and you're going bald.
He says, I look old and you're going bald. This is T-Boy in training, otherwise...
You can tell it's me.
Otherwise known as Kevin. Otherwise known as the Dunce.
Husband.
And he is husband.
Ouch.
And this is what the fly swatter's for. T-Boy.
That's because I don't make the tea.
Yeah, is learning. He very, very rarely makes a cup of tea. T-Boy is the one that had the antlers on his head when he came upstairs. He's the one who does make the cup of tea at 2 o'clock. And he's my dad. So please, whatever you do, don't get them mixed up. So if you're a regular viewer, you'll have admired my fly swatter. It's very handy. I wouldn't want to use it for swatting flies because I get black bait stuck in the holes. But it's very husband for annoying. It's very annoying for a husband. So I thought it would be nice to celebrate our first birthday if we were to do a little competition. So all you bats that are watching on live play, I want you to make sure that you've commented. Cliff says he's new. And anybody else that's watching that's new on live, you must make sure that you say hello or just write something in the comments, and that will put you in with a chance to win our giveaway competition. So I have got a fly swatter. That's not my fly swatter, that's another fly swatter. And even better still, you'll like this, we've got another piece of equipment for you to inflict punishment on your... In fact, I could do one of these for Kevin. I always say that when you're talking to him, you've got to go like that and knock on his forehead and make sure he's listening. I slipped up there, didn't I? I should have bought one for myself. So there's a bat for being a bit more violent, and there's also a to-do list. I thought this was a cracker, this, and it's got fun facts in it as well. So it's a... Hi Stella. So it's a nagging kit, this, for you to use at your leisure with partners, husbands, wives, children, grandchildren, whatever it is that you might want. So this has got fun facts on it as well. Skin is the body's largest organ. Now you may choose to write a list of things to do and then give that to your partner. If anybody's wanting divorce advice, I can be available for that later. So make sure you've commented and you'll be in with a chance of getting this
Did you say it was a competition?
Competition, yes, it's a giveaway. So you don't need to do anything other than comment. And I will draw it at the end of the show, because what I shall do, everybody that's commented, I shall get the mouse and I shall go like that and wiggle it on the thing, and then we'll say, ta-da, you've won. Right? Fab. Remind me to do that before we're finished. So, happy birthday to us. We are one. Now, you lovely bats, the sun's come out for us, look, have been sending me some poems in, because we've done poems, we've done jokes, we've done all kinds of things over this last 12 months. And as Liz has just said, that that where is it? Liz said, I've lost it, that we got it through. Here we go. These videos have got me through the last year, Jane. Thank you. So there you go. Anybody else that's yes feeling fed up and miserable, just watch this, and if you don't smile when you've watched this, frankly, there's not much hope left for you. So we're going to start off with John's poem, because John was first off the starting blocks with this one. So he's written a poem about us. Are you ready? Are you all sitting comfortably? Ooh. I wasn't supposed to drop a bomb then. It was supposed to be a drum roll. Goodness gracious me. We've put the heating on. I won't let them put the heating on. And it's gone boiling. I think it's because the sun's come out. Maybe T-Boy in training might want to go and turn the boiler off.
Yes, he does.
Because the price of gas, we've got to share it, haven't we? Yes.
How did you know that I wanted to turn the boiler off?
Go on, T-Boy in training. Right, John's poem. Are we ready? So, John starts by saying, wow, it's the 3rd of November, 2021. A year has passed since Brew at 2 launched. Where have all those months gone? Jane has invented a bat map, which is here. To be on it, you'll just buy a mug. Get your name on the bat board and become an official bat bug. A bat hangs from the ceiling. You see, originally we had one bat that I think Jane sent this, didn't you, Jane? I think this came from Jane Kelt in Northumberland. We had one bat originally, and now we've got several. To remind us we're bats at 2, why don't you come and join in the fun? We're sure you'll like what we do. With poetry and birthdays, facts, figures and jokes, this is what we talk about, because we're batty folks. T-Boy and T-Boy in training, Derek and Kevin by name. Brilliant with the camera, videoing fireworks was their fame. We've had laughs with the sour sweets, with all that Jane has tasted. Wrappers hanging off the board, so nothing has been wasted. Happy birthday, Brew at 2, you're 1 year old today. Thank you for your Tuesday show. Thank you, Jane, we say. Excellent, that, John. That's a cracker, that. Have you succeeded, T-Boy in training?
Boiler's off, I missed that. Can you start again?
No, you read it later. Right, next one. We've got a photograph to show you on the next one, and I can't find me. What have I done with it? Just bear with me a minute. Just chat among yourselves a second while I just bob underneath the bats. I've brought 2 things up to show you, and forgotten to bring both of them with me. They're both over here. Ooh, you've got to be careful, haven't you? You've got to be careful with all these bats about. Now, where am I going to put this? Do you know you can't swing a bat round in here? Oh dear, I've got a tray full of cottages to show you in a minute. When let's just push that up there. Right, so Cheeky Chops Mark sent me a photograph of us arriving in Cleveland's all those years ago, and he says he would like comment on it, please, if I could be so kind. The rabbit's original arrival in Cleveland all those years ago. Just look at this, the cheeky thing. I think it's quite accurate, that, actually, Mark. I think that's very like us.
Oh,
I don't think Mark...
oh,
Yeah, definitely. In the old Sharabang. Looks a bit like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, doesn't it? I don't think Mark will be watching today because Mark is actually coming to Cleveland today. And he asked for some advice about where to park his own Cherrybang. So yes, he'll be watching it on catch up, I think. So after that, the next thing that came was Christine's poem. So Christine had written a cracker. Christine had written a cracker as well. Oh, just must add as well. John also said, I feel like your family and the rest of the Bats are like an extended family to me. We are a great bunch, and I hope that Brew at 2 can reign for years to come. There you go. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Oh. So here we go with Christy. Oh, Mark's here. Oh, of course, Mark, I'm on the wrong day again, aren't I? It was Wednesday that you were coming to Cleveland because I told you to come to the market. Didn't I? So on to Christine's poem. Are you ready? I'm getting abuse from these two. There's been a rumour going round there'll be a party this Tuesday in Cleveland's town. So bring your kazoo or even your gnu. We're talking about you and all of your friends. If you thought that there were just 4 goons, then you'd be pleasantly surprised. There are many more in Cleveland, often right before your eyes. So, first we have 2 matriarchs, Jane and Chrissy, the hilarious two. Sometimes cleaning, Minnie Bannister, as if they don't have enough to do. Jane and Chrissy, what can you say? A comedy double act for sure. Cake crawls with chocolate cakes and chocolate drinks, there are always laughs galore. Then there's Derek, an artist just like Spike. He's as talented as can be, probably the sanest one at Batty Towers. Certainly not the other 3. Kevin just has to take the role of Blue Bottle. T-boy in training, so to speak. He buzzes in and out just like a fly, and Jane swats him nearly every week. The 2 resident doggies at Batty Towers, Coco and Muffin they are called. Any incidents regarding their poll charts certainly keep us all enthralled. Obviously, we can't forget the resident seagull at Batty Towers. Most of the time, Neddy Seagoon would be a good name for him. That's mainly because this happens to rhyme. So there you have it, the wonderful Brew at 2. If you've not subscribed yet, please give it a go. It certainly helps if you're slightly batty, of course. And we'd love our membership to grow. Well done, Christine. Well done. Well done. I think we had a little bit of sarcasm there from somebody that's got a funny Blaze Optics. I'll assume that that's not sarcasm, Blaze Optics, and we'll carry on. We'll carry on and see what comes next. Right, so then I got a message from Phil, and if I can find it, who wanted to wish us all a happy birthday. And Phil says, happy birthday for Brew at 2, Jane. You and put my teeth in. Happy birthday for Brew at 2, Jane and your family, T-Boy and T-Boy in training. You have made a lot of new friends along your journey to get this far, so big thank you from Philip in Birmingham. Thank you ever so much, Philip. That's lovely. That's really nice. I've got to say, I do enjoy reading everybody's emails, but I'm coming on to that in a minute. And then our bat mascot, Eric, has also sent in a poem. And I've just got to write 2 things down before I forget. And Eric's not feeling himself at the moment. He's feeling under the weather because he's had his COVID jab. And he's feeling a bit grotty. I did tell Eric that T-Boy had been a bit grotty as well, which is strange really, because everybody that felt grotty with the first one doesn't seem to have felt grotty with the second one, and everybody that didn't with the first does with the second. Anyway, but better than COVID, much better than COVID, and we don't want to be catching that, do we? Because that won't send us batty. It would send us off. So forgive me while I just drink my tea, and then we will move on to Eric's poem, because if I leave it, it'll be stone cold. Oh, Gaza says it depends if they hit a vein.
Oh. Well, he was a bit ambitious.
Maybe that's why. Right, are we ready? Eric's poem. Eric is who we affectionately refer to as our bat mascot. Take your pick, Eric. You can be anyone you like. You can be anyone you like. Oh, Christine's got a rah-rah skirt on. Can you remember them, girls? Can you remember rah-rah skirts? I had a rah-rah skirt. They were very naff, weren't they? So, the party. Now is the time for all good bats to come to the aid of the party. After a year of fun, we're all still here, and Bats is hale and hearty. Our lovely hostess with the mostest calls us to order with her bell. Kevin hides behind the stairs, awaits Jane's call to show and tell. Derek knows better, he's well out of short, creating masterpiece or lampoon, as Kevin takes the fly swatter blows. Husband abuse in the afternoon. Somewhere below sits matriarch Chrissy, writing and fettling her weekly blog, telling us all behind the scenes scandals, rabbit patch life, both fun and slog. The black bats hover ready to pounce on whoever passes under. They lurk above and wait to see Calamity Jane's next blunder. That's me. From bat mugs we quaff our beverage, our place on the map all well assigned. Jane's face crinkles with taste so sour. Kevin says, it's all in the mind. Our discussions range so far and wide, subjects past and some prevailing. Sea defences, sewage, toilet talk. Just a moment. Toilet talk. And that controversial railing. Yes, exactly. New members arrive to join the fun. We tell them chaos can be expected. The Brew at Two Swan song says it all. The bats will get the world infected. That's excellent, that. Apology accepted, Blaze Optics. As you say, you can't tell whether something is delivered in jest or not. So we shall continue with the afternoon's entertainment. So before we go any further, I hope Eric is starting to feel a bit better. Poor Senga has not been well at all. Are you feeling any better, Senga, after your ordeal? She's been operated on and then been poorly. So we're hoping Senga's feeling better. And I'll also give a shout out as well to Chrissy. Chrissy is my lovely little mother. And if you read Chrissy's blog, you will know that her back's gone. So I'm not quite sure where it's gone, but I think she's ready for it coming back and turning up. So she's kind of stuck. In fact, I think she could do with a straight jacket. In fact, I'll suggest that to her later. So currently she's like kind of, you know, not able to do very much at all, which is a shame. But hopefully we will manage to do a Brew blog, because I've got some cakes and we can do one in the living room. So watch this space. If you've subscribed and you And yes, exactly, Cliff. We'll get a search going for the missing bite. Yes, Chrissy has the blog. She's written one for donkey's years. It's on the Visit Fylde Coast website. And yes, she can, let's put it this way, she can be hilarious and direct in equal measure. And that's fair, dear Derek?
Mostly direct.
So, right, announcements. Are you ready? T-Boys just wandered off, which was really bad timing. Really bad timing. In fact, I tell you what, before we get to that, we'll wait for him to come back and we'll do some questions that Phil sent in. So, Phil sent some questions. I know the answer to 2 of them, but you lovely people might... No, it's a written blog, June. It's a blog as opposed to a vlog. So you might know the answer to the 3rd one. So Phil says, a couple of questions, maybe for Brew at 2. Do I know that the Golden Mile next to the new hotel by the tower is going to be turned into an entertainment centre? Well, not quite, Phil. Not quite. The Golden Mile Centre is the one directly across the road from Coral Island. So you come out of Coral Island and you go into the Golden Mile amusements. And apparently most of that building is known as the Golden Mile Centre. So it's the building underneath Sea Life Centre that's going to be a new amusement. And Merlin are running it, who operate the Tower, Madame Tussauds, Sea Life Centre, and all that kind of thing. So I'm hoping, if there's a God, it might be Legoland, but apparently it's going to be for little kids and it's based on a character. So I got all excited for nothing. Next question. The 3-storey building, including the old Argosy Hotel, is to be demolished for 31 car parking spaces on Bond Street. Yes, I did know about that. And apparently, the building that was there is... We're up down near the Pleasure Beach now. That way, actually. And this is a building that was used by... seasonal staff at the Pleasure Beach as temporary accommodation, and it sounds as if it's got well beyond grotty, so it's been demolished and the Pleasure Beach have made it into car parking spaces. So that's that. And then next question Phil asked is, yes, and they are building a big wheel, Gren. They're building a big wheel on Central Pier, and it's going to be open next year, so that can be interesting. I shall keep you posted. I shall keep you posted.
The pier might collapse, but...
So, the next question that Phil asked me is, do I know anything about what's going on at Foxhall Village? Apparently work has stopped. Now, I've not heard a dicky bird about that, Phil. Not a word. And now, I do know that Foxhall Village is being built very slowly. Very slowly. And it seems to have been going on for quite a long time, so maybe they're doing it in phases and they're sort of doing 20, 30, whatever properties at a time. That's my best guess, unless anybody else can tell us different. Right, now T-Boy's come back. T-Boy in training. You ready, T-Boy in training? Do you want to come and take a bow? Do you want to come and take a bow?
Oh, is this because I'm being clever?
Yes, he's being clever. So when somebody's clever in this house, we give them a pat on the head.
Can't you swap me anyway? Thank you.
Now where you going? Come back.
Sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Short-term memory loss.
So, 2 things. Number 1, we do quite a lot of work with a association. Go on. Yes. With an association called Stay Blackpool, and that is the independent hoteliers group on these wonderful shores. and it is populated with lots of hotels and guest houses and all kinds of different accommodation providers. Is that not correct?
True.
True, right. So for some months, yes, you need a pat. Let's give him a pat.
I'm looking for my ears.
You're looking for your ears. So for some months, Kevin has been working with the long-suffering Ian at Stay Blackpool, and between them, they've cooked up a portal section
Portal.
thing category.
I'm doing that now.
Yes,
Can you
on
now?
Visit Fylde Coast. So all the Stay Blackpool hotels and guest houses and accommodation places will be available on Visit Fylde Coast. Now that might not sound much to you, but it's a big deal to us, and I should guess if it's a big deal to them as well.
It's an achievement if I did it.
I didn't mean that. I meant the overall thing. The overall thing. It's the big deal.
It is.
So the people that are members, because I don't know whether you know, I'll not tell you the nitty gritty, but the gist of the booking.com thing is, dirty word, is that they are alone to themselves, I think is fair to say. Yes, they kind of do what they want, and
They take lots of money.
they take
from
lots of money from hoteliers
hoteliers.
for not really doing very much. So it's a bit of a bone of contention with hotel providers. So if you're booking a hotel, always book direct, because what you think you are paying per night is actually a lot less that the actual hotelier
But with
gets.
Stay Blackpool and Visit Fylde Coast.
Exactly. So if you book with us,
I don't say much, but what I say.
yes, if you book with us when you're booking your next holiday and book through the Stay Blackpool section on Visit Fylde Coast, you will know that the money that you'll pay is going to the hotel, not to some big,
That's the important bit.
big quango.
Money goes to the hotel.
Give me a Y, give me an E, give me an F.
Yes! Woo!
So that's announcement number one. So that's a big announcement. Well, this one that's coming up next is an even bigger announcement. To make sure I get me announcement.
You asked.
This.
You asked.
You asked. We delivered. Yes. So yes. So some time ago, you'll like this. So you can go now if you want. I can see you getting bored.
No, you might tell me something I don't know, which is very likely.
Well, if you go, I can talk about you.
Okay.
Some time ago, well, when I say some time ago, I mean like years ago, I said to T-Boy in training that I wanted to add a forum or a chat section or some mechanism by which people who follow Visit Fylde Coast can talk to one another online. And he said, yes, dear. And we all know that I'm married. Yes, dear means I'm ignoring you. Yeah, I think that's about right, isn't it? So when it had been briefly mooted that we ought to have a Brew at 2 Facebook group, which would be lovely. But number one, Facebook is another law unto itself. So you can't guarantee that everybody that would have been in it would have seen it. And a lot of you that watch YouTube don't even use Facebook. So that immediately cuts out Eric and Christine and loads of you that I know watch this and you know, your bats. So you've got to be part of the bat gang. So I said to T-Boy in training about 3 weeks, a month ago, when we get to our party, you see there's loads of you that are commenting that you don't use Facebook, so it would have been, you see, Kevin,
Yes.
repeat after me. You were
Jane
right,
was
dear.
You were right, Jane.
So I said about a month ago, I want either a Facebook group or a chat group on Visit Fylde Coast, because I really don't want Facebook. I want it to be on our website, to be launched on our birthday. So he said, yes, dear.
So I put my thinking cap on.
So when I've kept saying to you that he's in the corner thinking and concentrating, that's what he's been doing. And he's built, drum roll and fanfare, a chat forum on Visit Fylde Coast. For bats. It's been built specially, primarily for you. It has all kinds of other applications, which will come at a later date, because you know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. Oh, if we can do this, maybe we could do that. Oh, I've had an idea. Brenda will be laughing at that point.
And you
Because
can make friends.
yes, when I say I've had an idea, that's everybody's cue to run. So it's a bit like Facebook-ish, but better. So there'll be no bad behaviour, because otherwise you'll get swatted. Not that any of you lot would. You can make friends with one another. So where you lot have been saying, Christine, June, Senga, etc., that you want to ask a question, so you can be friends with one another. And I'm just trying to understand that, Cliff. And we've got a Brew at 2 chat group. So I am right in thinking, aren't I, Kevin, that what's said in bats stays in bats?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
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 Oh, yes.
Yes.
If you're invited to join the bat group, you can talk amongst the bats and nobody else gets to know.
There you go, you see. So we can do code and toilet talk, things like that. So it's the same kind of principle as Facebook, but without all the rubbish side of Facebook.
I've taken the Zuckerberg out of it.
Yes, he's taking the Zuckerberg out of it. So currently there are 2 of us in this thing, me and T-Boy in training. So I invite all of you who want to join to send me an email, and we will send you an invite. So you are emailing jane@therabbitpatch.co.uk. My email address is underneath in the description, and I will send you an invite to join Bats.
That's the door.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear a door. Did you hear a bell? Did you hear a bell? I didn't hear a bell. I only heard that bell. Anyway, so we can all, and it's built within Visit Fylde Coast, so it's on our platform. Most of you, I think, already get your email newsletter, so you've probably already got an account, and we've got you on our system. So all we need to do is to just connect you up, so we'll be able to have a conversation. Is that good? Right, so that's my big exciting news for this week. So while I'm breaking my telling you what they're doing than actually doing it. Yes, a lot of people spend more time actually telling you what they're doing than actually doing it. Well, we do it here. We do it here, Aldo. We don't say, oh, we need a million meetings. We just crack on. We just crack on. And Cliff says it's a specialist site for persons who like to go on the swings. Do you mean me? You've been watching those videos, haven't you? You've been watching me on the slide at Freeport, I think, in the park. Yes. We were going to go on the swings in Anchorzone Park, and it was too cold. It was too cold. If it had been a bit warmer, we'd have been away. Right, that was a special delivery that's just come. Hi, Stephen. We've got blogging royalty with us. We've got Mr. Cheatley with us this afternoon.
Okay.
Do you like the hat? You'll have to be getting one of these, Stephen. You'll have to be getting a headdress. So we've just had a little special delivery. Might show you. Might show you when he's opened the box. What's in the box? Right, so.
Oh, that's posh.
Oh, that's posh. Just a minute. Just a minute. Come on. Tick tock. Eric, missed you on the trampoline. I went on the trampoline and filmed myself bouncing up and down on the trampoline. When I came back, I'd not pressed record. There's only me could do that, isn't there? She's a wally. She's a wally.
It's the company she keeps.
I don't know. My God, this box is taking some opening. This box
So,
is taking some opening. What's
We've got
this?
a box
We've got a box. Oh, look.
full of little boxes.
Little boxes. Little boxes. Are you ready? Ta-da! Look at that then. So, if you come to Cleveland's Market, you'll be able to pick some of these up. You'll be able to pick these up. There you go, you see. I hope I'm going to get a shout out, Stephen, on Walk on the Wild Side. For my birthday, I think I've got Nate's. I think I've got Nate's underneath my headdress. So there you go. That's that then. Right. So I have another poem somewhere and I can't find it. What have I done with it? Yes, it's here. It's here in my nest. Nest? We'll do that one in a minute. Right, I said I've got something to show you, didn't I? Just put my iPad down before I drop it on the floor and smash it or anything ridiculous.
Yeah.
Are you ready? I've been busy. I've been doing my little woodworking. So this is an old kitchen tray. This is not the tray that we use for serving food on. This is this week's makes, and these will be premiering at Cleveland's Market tomorrow. Yes, you'll remind him, Joan. You'll remind him and tell him I want to shout out for Visit Fylde Coast. I shall be premiering these at Cleveland's Market on Wednesday. So I thought I'd rather excelled myself with this. They just need the bottoms doing. I've sprayed them, but they just need the bottoms attending to. So I was quite pleased with these. So we've got ho 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 snow. We've got the letterboxes and whatnot. So I've been right busy with my little Dremel. So I think what I'm going to do, you see, I'm all for a bit of bribery and corruption. When we've got new things to launch, I'm going to launch them at Cleveland's Market. So if you want to be first off the mark and you want to be making sure that you get something from our lovely Department of Makes, you need to be sure that you're coming to Cleveland's Market, and then you'll be able to get your mates on them. And then when I've been to Cleveland's Market, if there's anything left, I've got hiccups. If there's anything left, we'll put them online. Obviously, our normal full range of, it's like Santa's workshop in here, honestly, you can't move. Our normal range of pictures and things and whatnot will all be available to buy online as normal. I'm going to show you something else as well that we've got ready for Cleveland's Market. So my assistant, just watch the bats. Watch the bats. I've got low flying bats. My assistant has been looking at sorting this out. So we've got a card rack to put all our Christmas cards on. So he's just going to draw some graphics to put on here. I think he needs to get a move on. I think he's forgotten I'll be going out at crack of dawn tomorrow. So yes, come and call in. So the weather forecast is much better. It's supposed to be going to be sunny tomorrow. So there's outdoor stalls on Derby Road car park and indoor stalls, including us, in Cleveland's Community Centre. So I shall look forward to seeing you. And if you want to find out what's happening with the beach, you can come to the Russell Beach meeting at 2:30, also in the community centre, and you can find out what's happening on the beach. So that's that. And then we are on to bonfire night, because John also, he'd sent this one in a couple of weeks ago. It was 2nd of October actually. And it sent this one in, and it's about bonfire night. So given the fact that bonfire night is very soon, I thought we'd better read it out today. So we're going to have double bubble today. We're going to have another one. I think this show might be a little bit longer than an hour. Yes, it is going to be sunny tomorrow, Mark, so you'll have a lovely moving in day. Goodness, what was that? Bonfire night was a special time when I was just a kid. We strolled around the neighbourhood collecting wood. That's what we did. Not forgetting old Guy Fawkes with the body made from straw, a bowler hat and a pinstripe suit. Who could ask for more? The place we built our bonfire was just behind Links Road, a place we called the Quarry, a spooky strange abode. Neighbours would come together to share their fireworks and rockets. The parents always advised their kids no fireworks in pockets. Our parents set the rip-raps off, they'd be jumping round the floor. Catherine wheels hung on nails, fastened to the bunker door. There'd be mum's spuds on the fire with treacle toffee in a tin.
Oh, yes.
When the rockets were set off, they didn't half make a din. It's nice to remember the good times together, and made it such an enjoyable night in any sort of weather. That's a cracker, that, John. You've really got a talent, you know, for this. That, just to a T, describes my bonfire nights as a kid, which neatly takes us on to birthdays. T-boy in training. Come here.
Oh,
Come here.
I thought you'd forgotten me.
Come here. We do birthdays towards the end, dear. Do you not pay attention?
Sorry. Oh,
Right.
you've forgotten me.
Right, we're going to sing.
Hello again.
We're going to sing to Kevin now. We're going to sing to Kevin. Are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, T-boy in training. Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Way!
thanks.
It's Kevin's
Oh,
birthday on
shucks.
Friday on bonfire night.
She's gonna burn me.
I'm gonna burn him.
Oh.
Oh,
I've got you.
That needs a swat, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I've
Yeah.
bought you a pile of wood.
Yeah,
To
I bought you a
burn.
pile of wood. Now, funnily enough, each time over our many years of marriage that we've bought a house, we've usually ended up actually signing up for it at the end of October or round about Kevin's birthday. Very strange. And each time we've bought a house, it's usually been a tip. So it's a very good excuse to rip everything out that you don't want and burn it in the back garden. So we've had a few big bonfires, haven't we, Kevin?
Yes,
Some good
you've not
ones.
bought me a house, have you?
Absolutely not. I'm never doing that again. So happy birthday, T-boy in training. And also as well, there was a message last week from an Ocean Khan whose birthday was on the 31st of October, which obviously we missed. But nonetheless, I've mentioned it. So there you go. Right. So that's that, I think. So we are now on to the finale. The grand finale. So last week we did barrel blasters, which were these ums, and if you remember, they've gone all gooey and horrible. So I put them in a little plastic bag. In fact, you can see the sugar. Look, it's all come seeping out. So I thought they were all horrible. So what's in that bag? So we need to fasten the barrel blasters onto the sourometer. And they weren't bad at all actually. I think they were a bit of a con. So this is where we've been all the way round the sourometer. So Jane Kelt, are you with us today, Jane? I'm not seeing you commenting. Sent these in, and I've never tasted anything like these in my life. They were beyond awful. And I've had to put flying saucers at the top because I am partial to a flying saucer, I must admit. So I think we'll put these. The lemon ones were actually quite nice. I tried a lemon one and a green one. The green one was a bit, but these were quite nice. So I think we'll put them sort of there, I think. Excuse me while I just fasten this on because I'm going to put myself in the eye or something. And then this week, for the grand finale, we have, I'm not quite sure what flavour they are. I think they might be rosy apples. I've forgotten. I must admit I've forgotten. Now today we're going to do a double hander for this. Shall we do it at the same time, T-Boy, or shall I do it first and suffer?
This?
I'll go first.
You'll go first.
I'll go first, and then T-Boy in training can have a pop at it. So we're going to open the packet. We're going to open the packet and see what they're like. Where are you going now?
On to wee.
Oh, be quick! Do you know, he spends more time on his potty
It's me age.
than he does anywhere else.
I think he's got another one.
Yeah, he's got another woman. Right, are you ready? Drum roll and fanfare. I can feel myself pacing my lips. I'm getting my cup ready to spit it out. So this is the last of the Sour Sweets challenge. So we need to be thinking of something else entertaining that that we want to do henceforth. Are you ready? Oh God, they're awful. Oh.
That's very quiet.
Oh, I couldn't even tell you what flavour that is. It's really awful. That's definitely a bottom of the list one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yes.
Oh, I give in. Yes, as we call it at the office as well. We say Kevin's in his office. Oh, that's.
I'm an old man on Friday.
I don't think it's quite. Watch me thing.
Sorry.
I don't think it's quite as bad as zombie bombs, but by God, that's awful. That's definitely way at the bottom of the page. Oh. Right.
Is this what you bought me for my birthday?
Oh, dear me. Right, take the chair. Oh, do you like my new chair cover?
It's lovely.
Not whether you can quite see it.
I've
I've got a big hole here in the thing on my chair, so I treated myself to a chair cover.
Right.
Come on,
Treated.
let me move these before I knock them off. 'cause
Oh,
I can
there's
see
gonna
me-
be trouble, ain't there?
I can see me knocking
Let me in.
fortnight's work on the floor.
I'm now the star of the show. Hey, hello everybody. Oh,
Right,
allow me. Oh,
right.
what are we doing?
You're doing these.
What's that one doing in
It's
cup?
what I've spit out. They're awful. If you think that's acceptable, are you ready, people?
I'm going a bit cold.
You're going a bit cold. Are you going a bit cold? Drum roll and fanfare.
Are you ready?
If he thinks these are acceptable, he's going to get a swat. You can't possibly eat that and have a normal face.
Oh, now.
Put it in your mouth.
Oh.
We've got to be able to see you do it. If that doesn't make your face wrinkle up, I don't.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
They are awful. It's falling off his chair.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Let's have a see what you are actually doing under there, because
It's gone hot, hasn't it? When you get through outer shell, it's really not that bad, is it? Oh, it's acid. Oh. Oh. That's not nice, is it?
it's not nice.
Oh.
No, look, he's made him go all funny looking. Yes, got him in end.
Oh.
Would you concur that they are beyond awful?
That's not nice. Oh.
How many?
That's a 10.
That's a 10 from Len.
Oh, it's a
How
10.
many times? How many times has he tried a sweet and gone, oh, that's fine. That's fine. It made my nose run laughing. I think he should have done that.
Oh, it makes your eyes go funny, doesn't it? It makes your eyes go funny.
So yes, that's your finale laugh for today. Finally got him, Aldo. Finally.
Oh, that is awful.
They are awful. They are.
That's bad.
They are really awful, them, aren't they?
They do not try this at home. That's all I'm saying.
Well, when you've eaten one of these, you know, I don't know whether any of you like rhubarb. I think I've mentioned this before. I don't know whether any of you like rhubarb, but you know when you've eaten something acidic like that and it makes your teeth sort of set on edge. They're like that and it lasts for days. I won't even dare go and clean my teeth because you'd have no teeth left. It's just erode all your enamel. I feel quite satisfied now I've made him suffer. So, right, let's draw the prize, shall we? Because I nearly forgot. I can see you've all been commenting and putting things in the chat. So we've got the thing right to the bottom. So I'm looking the other way. I'm looking the other way, and I've can't see where it's going to land. So we'll go there. Oh, sit on. Where's my thing? Christine! Hey! And the one I landed on was I love Bovril or Oxo, anyone. There you go, Christine. It's on its way to you. You've won the prize, so you can batter somebody with that. There you go. Same sadistic sense of humour. You can give him a swat with the fly swatter and you can write lots of lists for him. There you go. There you go. And you can all see that wasn't a rig. It was all done absolutely fairly and squarely because I was watching you while I did the jiggling. So that's that. So don't forget, when we're finished, email jane@therabbitpatch.co.uk and we will invite you to join the Brew It to Bat chat group if you've got any comments when you get onto it, if you find anything doesn't work, doesn't look right, I mean, doesn't look right, not iffy, difficult to use, anything like that, please tell me, because you lovely people are the beta testers. You've never been a beta tester, well, you are now. Yes, all give it a like. There's 90 of you watching and there's only 46 likes, so make sure that you've done that. And on that cheerful note, we will call it a day for today, and we will we will end as is customary. He's interfering. Just stick to your stuff. You're still suffering. We shall end as is customary with our poem, which is absolutely spot on for bats. All right, are you ready? I'll put the glasses on. What about that then? Bats and glasses all at once. Smiling is infectious. You'll catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw my grin. When he smiled, I realised I'd passed it on to him. I thought about that smile, then realised its worth. A single smile just like mine could travel round the earth. So if you feel the smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic, quick, and get the world infected. See you next week. Bye for now.
Very good.